Intrigue, an exciting television drama played against the tense background of present-day Europe. Starring tonight James Daly as Michael Powers, foreign correspondent for Associated News. Produced in Europe, especially for television, Sheldon Reynolds.
This is a story that started on a train in the night. It crossed from west to east and caused the violent death of two men.
It's hot, isn't it?
I hadn't noticed it.
I feel warm. You don't mind if I...
Oh, not at all.
It's stifling in here. There should be air conditioning. In the United States, every first-class train. Oh, but you know, you're an American.
I don't think it's really that hot.
No? See how I'm perspiring.
People perspire for a number of reasons. Fear, for example.
Fear?
A party of police got on the train at the border.
The police? And the police are everywhere in this country. It's not unusual that they should get on a train.
No, but that's when you began sweating.
You are very observant.
Thank you.
What business are you in?
I'm a newspaperman. Associated News.
Oh, yes, of course. Newspapermen must be observant. Excuse me. Newspaperman, eh? You carry credentials, of course.
I do?
May I see them?
Why?
Just curiosity, nothing else. I've never seen newspaperman credentials. Michael Powers. I'm Alfred Clements. It's a beautiful photograph of you, Mr. Powers. Do you have the same one on your passport?
Would you like to see that, too?
Would you mind? I'm curious.
I'm curious, too. Why are you so curious?
Please, may I see your passport? Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. Now that you know who I am, why?
I like to know whom I'm with. You know how things go in this country. Everything is peaceful, and then suddenly one is arrested.
You expect to be arrested? Like that?
I'm here on legitimate business. I sell machinery for making shoes. They like my machinery here.
But do they like you?
That's what one can never tell. Yesterday, yes. Today, they change their minds quickly.
You're worried about those police.
Do you know the Hotel Metropole?
Where all foreigners have to stay.
My associate is there. His name is Stephen Hammer. Would you mind giving him a message from me?
What message?
Just tell him Kyle's machinery is worthless. It's no deal.
Kyle's machinery is worthless. It's no deal. That's easy to remember.
Yes. Will you tell him it's most important?
As you say, this is a dangerous country. I might deliver the message to your friend, I'm not sure. Sure you'll be able to do it yourself.
That was one of them. Would you mind seeing if they are searching this car?
through with it?
Hmm?
And when are you going to make your contact?
Tonight, in the hotel dining room.
But how will you recognize him?
Sure. She and I will each wear a rose. Simple enough.
Yes, I suppose so.
Why are you so nervous, Felix? Your part in this is over.
Yes, I know.
Oh, well, brace up, then. You're leaving tonight, aren't you? In 12 hours, you'll be safely back in France.
I'd better go. Excuse me, please.
Mr. Hammer?
Yes?
My name is Michael Powers. I'm an American newspaper man.
May I ask you how you know my name?
The man who shared my compartment on the train coming in told it to me.
Do you know his name?
He said it was Clemens.
Where is he?
He asked me to deliver a message to you. He said that Kyle's machinery is worthless. It's no deal.
Why didn't he deliver the message himself?
The police were searching the train. When they started in our car, Clemens jumped out the window. I imagine he was killed instantly.
He jumped from the train. He preferred death to being arrested. Was it Hamlet who said, "Thus imagination makes cowards of us all"?
I think the line is conscience, not imagination.
Conscience, imagination, the same thing. Not that Clemens didn't have conscience. He knew that if he were made to talk...
I'd rather not hear about it. I'm sorry I had to carry bad news, but I wanted to deliver the message.
Wait, Mr. Powers, please. Perhaps you could do me a similar favor.
No, I don't think so. I'm here on an assignment for my news syndicate. I don't think your business involves an ordinary transaction with shoe machinery. I haven't asked what it does involve.
Please, will you just sit down for a moment? Just one moment. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you.
Smoke?
Thank you.
You think that I'm a spy, and that Clemens was too. Well, it's not true. We are businessmen. Our factory is in the West, and we do make and sell shoe machinery. We got involved in something. Technically, you could call it espionage. But it didn't look like it when it began 2 months ago in Paris, but that's what it is now.
Mr. Hammer, this is a strange country. Your friend preferred suicide rather than be arrested. This is a very comfortable hotel. But we both know it's a well-upholstered prison. I don't know what you're up to. And I'd rather not.
You're a newspaperman and you refuse a story?
As an American in an unfriendly nation, I'd like to stay in a position where if I do get a story, I'll be able to file it.
You're right. I'm sorry.
That was the right answer. Tell me the story.
We were 6 of us, all businessmen from the various countries in Western Europe. We were dining in Paris, talking business and politics and armaments, and suddenly one of us mentioned the new jet fighter bomber recently developed over here. Oh, you've heard of it.
Yes?
We agreed it would be a wonderful thing if the Western powers had one of them to study. You see, we all make frequent trips over here on business. Well, one word led to another, and finally we agreed to do something about it. Join forces, contribute the necessary money, use certain contacts, and bring about the defection of a pilot who would fly one of the new planes west over the border. Does it sound fantastic?
Yes.
A ridiculous idea. Unpractical. Unfeasible, in fact. Impossible. And yet everything was arranged.
The jet plane is assured of safe passage across the border and the flyer of sanctuary on the other side.
You mean you actually made all the arrangements to get that plane across?
We thought we had, until you delivered me the message that Kyle, one of the 6, has been arrested, and Clemens would have been the second.
Then one of the 6 men at dinner must have turned informer.
Yes. Yes. And I thought I knew them all so well. But it's the end of it. I'm not going to put other people into jeopardy by going on with the scheme.
Is it up to you to make the decision?
At this point, it is. Tonight, at dinner in the hotel dining room, I have an appointment with a girl, a stranger. We are to identify ourselves by wearing roses in our lapels. I was to give her the signal to go ahead, but instead, Clemens' message has to be delivered to her.
Is that the favor you want of me? To deliver the message to her?
Meeting the girl might be too dangerous for you. I'll do that myself.
Then what do you want me to do?
Be in the dining room tonight, as an observer. If anything happens to me while you are there, I'd like you to deliver 2 letters for me. One to my government, and the other to my wife.
Would you like your coffee now?
No, thank you. I'll take it later.
I'd like some...
Mr. Hammer, will you come with me, please?
Am I under arrest? May I ask what for?
No questions. Come. Excuse me.
You're not having your coffee, sir?
No, thank you.
What do you want?
Keep walking.
Who are you?
The man with the rose has been arrested. The police are waiting for you.
Now, will you please explain?
Hammer, the man you were going to meet, had a message to relay to you. It was Kyle's machinery is worthless. It's no deal.
Meaning Kyle has been arrested too.
That isn't all. A man named Clemens killed himself this morning for fear of being arrested. It's obvious someone has tipped off the authorities. Hammer wants the whole scheme canceled.
How are you involved in this, Mr. Powers?
Purely accidentally. I was in the train compartment with Clemens before he jumped through the window. He gave me the message for Hammer. I didn't want to get involved, and it's my object to get uninvolved as soon as possible.
You're too late. They have Hammer.
You think he'll give them my name?
Hammer is an amateur. And even the professionals cannot resist too long.
That means I catch the first train back to Paris.
That may take too long.
Can you think of a faster way?
The way I am going. By jet plane.
She was right. Hammer couldn't hold out. And as we ran, the report flashed across the country.
I want every border and exit from the country sealed until we get them. His name is Michael Powers. Her name is unknown.
The airport is over there, behind those trees.
Let's go.
No. We go to an inn to wait for the pilot.
Have you ever met him?
He is my fiancé.
As you were. I'm Major Anders.
Krakow, security police. Sit down, Major. You wondered why I asked you to come here to talk, huh?
No. You preferred not to be seen on the field, but you're not exactly invisible here.
My men won't let anyone leave until I'm ready to let them.
I see.
You flyers are not the only ones with brains, you know. Now, this traitor, do you have any idea who he might be?
Not the slightest.
How many pilots are being trained here at the experimental field?
We have a complement of 52.
All being trained in the use of the new jet?
Yes.
52. A rather large number to arrest.
But is it absolutely necessary to arrest them all?
Why? Do you have any objections?
It would seriously hinder our program. However, that's your affair, not mine.
You're wrong, Major. It is your affair.
In what way?
There shouldn't have been that one man among 52. I want every man who has access to that plane mustered within the hour.
Give me 30 minutes. Will your man let me through?
They will go back with you and with the others, who seem to be enjoying themselves here. Come back here. Your papers. Major?
Yes?
Perhaps we won't have to arrest your entire complement of flyers. I think these two are the one I mentioned on the phone. They should be able to help us. Mr. Powers, I have some questions to ask of you and this young lady.
It would perhaps be best to question them in private.
Escort these men back to their barracks.
Attention! You will accompany this man and remain in quarters until ordered to leave.
Let's go down to the bar and be more comfortable. You didn't expect to find me here, did you? You thought we'd be busily watching commercial airports, railroad terminals, and the roads for two fugitives. So you tried a bold stroke to come right to this field and go on with your scheme as planned. Now, which one of you is going to tell me the name of the pilot who was to take that plane out of the country?
What plane? In what country? And which pilot?
We already know who he is. We just want confirmation.
Okay. You tell me what his name is, and I'll confirm it for you.
His name. His name.
Allow me, Mr. Krakow. As you said, it's my responsibility.
If you wish, Major.
I want you to understand, miss. I'm being held to account for a renegade among my men. I mean to know who that man is. Oh!
Major, I believe we can produce faster results if we leave the questioning to the experts at the Capitol. I'll take them back at once. Meanwhile, you are to keep all of your pilots confined to barracks.
Indefinitely?
Until we've gotten the information we want from Powers and the girl.
How long do you think that'll take?
It'll take 4 hours to drive back. We should know by morning.
I can take you to the Capitol in 15 minutes. By jet plane.
The new plane? 15 minutes, eh? Incredible.
My co-pilot, Captain Gregor Osterman. The plane is being warmed up.
Where is it?
In the hangar.
Then let's go.
I can't take all of you.
How many can you take?
3. You and the 2 prisoners.
But it's a bomber. Certainly can carry a greater load than just 5 of us.
It's a fighter bomber. It can carry a load of bombs, but the crew quarters are small. I couldn't even take 3 if the plane wasn't stripped down.
Very well. The key to the handcuffs. You remain here until you hear from me. Come, Major, let's go. That will hold them.
Sit down there and brace yourself. We're taking off.
Just a minute. You can spare us some trouble and yourself a lot of agony by talking now.
Miss this ride in your newest plane? I wouldn't think of it.
All right, take off.
How does it feel to be traveling 600 miles an hour?
I hope your co-pilot knows his business.
Don't worry, he's the best we've got. Oh. You've got a light?
Yes.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Surprised?
No, she tipped me off as soon as she saw you.
Then what was the idea of hitting so hard?
It was no time for us to let them think we were being polite to each other. And, you thought so too.
They're still my co-pilots. Wait until I've taken back the control. Then follow me in.
So it was you.
Yes, it was I.
What are you going to do?
Head west.
You have fuel enough to make it?
Landing.
What about a safe landing?
All arranged. Well, you've got a parachute, Gregor. You can bail out.
I'd rather take the ride. I think I like the new landing field.
Then take over. Mr. Powers.
Yes?
You can say it from west, can't you?
I think so.
And take my seat. Keep the gun on my friend Gregor and your eye on the compass.
Don't worry, son. You're going to like it. Thanks.